So cool. So a lot of us, I don't know if we even knew we were going to have an incentive trip. We talked about having it in April due to some, uh, I guess, COVID uncertainties, the way things are happening. We had to move the venue a couple times. Then there was some stuff you guys probably saw in the news by, there's a lot of the mafia and territorial shootings going on, unfortunately, which just kind of crazy because we're used to that being here in LA. But that being said, is it just didn't make sense. And then we got a blessing in disguise where the company brought back Go Global. So I don't know, has anybody ever been to Go Global? Can you put a one in the chat if you've ever been to Go Global? No? Okay, so Go Global is one of my favorite events ever because I'll be real unplugged with you guys right now. One is because you have to be qualified as an ED. So you're not just kind of showing up and hanging out and hoping for the best. You kind of had to earn the play to get there. There's also going to be a FIBC party on Thursday night. So if you guys get your butts in gear and get to FIBC, which is totally doable over the next 90 days, especially the way this is all rolled out. And a lot of you guys are already ED on here. So finding 5 senior coaches, I would suggest that. I don't know who iPad is, but I'm going to let them in anyways. Hopefully it's not somebody crazy. Anyways, that being said, it's one of my favorite events because people have skin in the game. They've had to earn the rights to be there. But at the same time, it's a more intimate setting. So one thing I do want to share with you guys is this was kind of a special invite. This is a field-led training. This is not Optavia, which is pretty dope. That being said, Dr. A and Dan Bell are going to be running it. So they will be the guys running and training and doing everything. So it's going to be a smaller setting. I know a lot of you guys, if you've never been to convention yet, it's kind of grown from where it was like 3,000 to 4,000 people to where now all of a sudden, Des, can you help me let people in, please? To where now it's up to like 10, 15,000 people and we have to split it and you hardly ever see anybody when you show up. So Go Global is probably maybe like 2,000 to 3,000 people. It's a very intimate setting. It's pretty fun. And like I said, people have kind of earned the right to be there because you have to qualify for that event. You're not just showing up to kind of just hang out. You've actually worked to get there. So that's going to be moved from our original date, which I don't even know if you guys know the original date of our Punta Cana trip. Is going to be moved to April 23rd. So Go Global will be April 23rd in Dallas, Texas, which is going to be pretty fun. I'm going to be excited because we're going to probably have a team night. I'm going to look at renting a house like I did at convention and having a team night on Thursday nights. So that'll be fun. I just got to figure out the details for that as it goes through. Thanks, Des. So yeah, 420 to 423 April. Is going to be Go Global. And you have to qualify as an executive director to go to the regular trainings. And then if you want to be at the FIBC party before that, you have to be an FIBC. For some of you newer coaches, that's basically just executive director, which is 17 clients. And then you need to have 5 senior coaches in between that. So what's up, guys? I'll say hi one more time. I know I told everybody to hop on that other call and then they just kept talking and talking and talking. So I kind of just went with the announcements. We have Go Global coming up here in April. So I really want you guys to start saving for that. I think registration's around $450. We moved it from our Punta Cana trip, which was supposed to be the weekend after, which was also a trip that was supposed to be earned. So Go Global is basically you have to be an executive director. We have to hit that at least once over the next 90 days to qualify. But the cool thing about it financially, I enjoy it more, to be honest with you, because a lot of newer coaches can afford to go. You guys can crash in each other's rooms. You can, partner up on those bills. You can also get to see other people, not just your team. I think the best part about Go Global is going to bring normalcy back to Optavia, and we'll be able to see other teams. Because as much as I love you guys, it's still pretty cool to see the Paxman's teams and the other teams that are there. So you'll get to meet other people that maybe resonate with you. And we haven't seen people for quite a while. I think it's been like a year and a half, honestly, outside of our organizations on a trip. So anyways, Go Global's back. I'll stop saying that again. I was just going with the announcements until everybody got on. So Go Global's back April 20th to 23rd. You have to be an executive director, which is basically qualifying you with 17 clients. We have to hit that at least once. And then if some of you guys want to shoot for FIBC, which I hope all of you do, there's a party on Thursday night for FIBC people. So you can fly in kind of early. And like I mentioned, I'll have a team party Friday night. I'm trying to figure out logistics on that with a house that's close to downtown Dallas. Oh yeah, it'll be in downtown Dallas for those of you that just hopped on. So I'm excited for that. Moving on to the next thing. So guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I posted a Real Talk with Doug Wood little series. Actually, I apologize. Michelle Obama posted it, and then I caught on to it and I posted it in the rest of our groups. So Doug Wood's doing like a training over the next week or so for Real Talk with Doug Wood. So I'll be adding those in there. If you guys haven't seen the links, I would definitely recommend doing that. To piggyback off of what he's saying, basically, I'm going to be real and raw. I got a little bit of the dad bod going on, so I'm taking accountability. I'm fine tuning everything with my health to my actions. I'm upping my actions up as much as I can. And I'm really running for the next 2 weeks. Why the 2 weeks? Because the next 2 weeks honestly sets the pivotal precedence of what you're going to have going on. The more people you can talk to right now who are looking for something are going to either say, yes, let me think about it, or circle back to you over the next 90 days because their diet, their boot camp, their fitness, when life starts hitting them in the mouth and they're trying to do it on their own and do those things they've been doing for the last 10 years, they're going to come back to you or to somebody who's reached out to them. So this next 2 weeks is really crucial on how we can do that. A really good way to do that, for some of you newer coaches, don't panic. I know you guys don't know what a map is, but usually we integrate a map in after you become a senior coach. I'm going to explain it for some of you newer coaches. We don't really give it to you until after you become a senior coach because we don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of extra stuff. But that being said, our maps are really crucial. So it's already the 3rd. It's the first Monday of the new year. We should have already had our maps. For those of you guys know what a map is, should have had it filled out or filled out as best as possible. There's a video on how to do that. And then you want to book a call with your business mentor and really map that out. If we're going to really start off the new year with good habits, a map is a non-negotiable. We should be filling it out over the year, over the month, so we don't panic mode and then try to fill it out at the end of the month where we're trying to get more clients or hit a rank or do something and then freaking out about booking a call in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. We should be filling it out as the goals kind of fill in each month, so it's not overwhelming. It's kind of like waiting to finish an essay at the last minute instead of doing it when the teacher gave you the time to allot it. I'm not going to shit on you, but you probably should do that. Just going to say. For you newer coaches, don't panic. You don't have to really worry about that. Your coach can talk to you about that. But guys, I want to start off the new year. I want to get into a place where we're falling back in love with what we're doing. Some of us, let's be real, some of us maybe didn't like the way our year ended because there's so many restrictions going on and things that have happened to us. I know community's out of balance. That's why I'm really excited about them bringing Go Global back, because we'll have some normalcy back in our events. We'll have Go Global, then we'll have National Convention. Then we're going to have an event we'll have in November. Just a little side note coming up. We don't know yet where, but it's really important to start off the year right. And I think the best way to start off the year is with a map. If you are a coach with more than 5 clients, if you're not, then we get our lists together, we get our practice calls going, and we move in from there. Maps are really crucial, guys. I know a lot of people, it's like, oh, I got this list in my head. Don't do a list in your head. Be intentional. Just like we dream with people and we do calls and we say, write down your goals. I'm going to be honest with you. You guys can wink at me. Who really has their goals written down? Or who just kind of hypothetically thinks about them? I appreciate you guys being honest. I have them written down, right? You want to have them written down because if you kind of put them in your head and then you don't write them down, then they kind of don't happen, then it kind of doesn't matter, right? And if we're going to go and inspire clients and coaches to be excited about what they're doing and thinking about what they're going to do, if we're not doing the same thing, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I've been doing this coming up on 9 years. Well, next month will be 9 years. I don't care if you think your coach doesn't know you're doing a map. If you're not doing a map logistically and through the universe, they're not going to do a map. If we're not placing our personal orders every month, they're not going to place their personal orders, even if they don't know. It's just the simple law. If we're not doing our lists, they're not going to do their lists. If we're not writing down our stuff, they're not going to write down our stuff, right? And so I know there's some new coaches on here that probably like they got Justin fired up. No, I didn't have any coffee right now. You just got me on a good one because I just watched Dan Bell dream with a lot of people, right? We did a cool thing where we wrote out our movie 1 year before wanting to hit presidential director with Kim Fisk. And you know what she did? She had us fill it out at our convention party. And then she mailed it to us a year later because we wrote it down in present tense. I am a presidential director. I am serving so many people. I am creating this amount of income. I am. Not I will, not I could. I am. I am earning this amount of money. I am living in this house. I was able to pay off this debt. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that are powerful, guys. We got to get, and a lot of you guys know me pretty well. But Doug Wood got me fired up today, and it's good to hear from other people. He is my people. He's raw, real, unplugged, and in your face. If you want to know about him, go read the last post he just put up about dieters and how that's not going to work. And we have an awesome program. But if we don't believe it with a passion, it's not going to happen. He talked about confidence. For those of you guys that haven't seen it yet, the confidence is important. If we come into this like a hobby, and I know I keep saying hobby versus business, but it's like almost like your kids, man. If somebody says something about your kids, you're going to defend them. It doesn't matter what situation it is. You're going to defend them till you're blue in the face. Obviously, unless they did something wrong, we can get into semantics, but that's not what I'm saying. But you're going to defend them. When it comes to this business and people start talking, funny sideways about it, we really have a problem with backing ourselves up. It's really easy to be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I was at a campground this last week on New Year's Eve, and people are asking me about my business. And I'm just going to give you a random number for right now. My business revenue generates about $22 million a year. That's not a small business. So when people are asking me stuff, I'm not going to just sit here and say, oh yeah, that's cool. I'm selling granola bars. You guys should hang out with me and then let's have some fun. It is a genuine business. It doesn't have a building. I don't have any overhead. Blessings. Most people don't think that's integritous, but we really have to start building confidence in what we are doing. We are changing lives. People thought enough of you to say something to you and had the courage to stick up for you when you didn't even know how to stick up for yourself. And what I mean by that is when they keep offering it to you or keep sharing it to you, a lot of us are conditioned to think we're bugging people. People just don't know. I had a coach tonight. Actually, she's not a coach anymore. She's a client. And I was talking to her about the bonuses and what that looked like. She's like, I need to get back on. And I said, the last sentence I told her was you can't do stuff on your own. When you go to hide away or disappear, that is why we showed up to this to begin with, is because of the community, because of the support. That is why we've been so successful. As soon as we start leaving this community, we start going sideways. We start gaining weight back. We start not doing our action steps. We start faltering off. We go back to the old mindset. That's why this community is so powerful. It's helping us. So when we talk about something that's blessed our lives with passion, who cares what anybody's going to say? Honestly, I don't. My family's blessed. We're not doing bad. I'm not saying that out of ego or attitude. I've been through the trenches. I've earned the right to sit here and say that. I've earned the confidence to sit here and say that. Not to say it out of most people that want to have a Bentley and look good and have a gold chain. It's the passion that you can find with people. So the point of that is we got to get into action. So maps, guys, please book your maps. I'm not telling you to, but I'm honestly telling you to. This is your own business. Run it how you want to run it. But as you bring people on, the law of the universe, you don't do it, they're not going to do it. I don't care if you fake it till you make it. And that's the aspect. I've seen it. It is how it is. And then 6 months in, you're wondering why Susie, Joe, Timmy, Tom, and Tony aren't doing their maps. Well, ask yourself, are you doing your map? Be real. I'm being accountable. I put on about 20 pounds that I don't like, and I'm pretty hard on myself. I don't like it. So I'm going back. I'm not doing 5 in 1. I'm doing Justin Avini program with obviously fuelings, but I'm going to do my program. I'm getting back where Doug said to. We got to get a little bit of act right. Let's start off the new year. It's going to suck. I'm not drinking on my birthday. It's going to suck, but it is what it is. Guess what? I can live. Ain't going to hurt me. Right? Those are things we want to be committed to. Be committed to our commitments. We can make this go global fun. We can bring people along with us. We can find people that need help. Every one of us knows at least 600 people by your first name. If you haven't gone back through your contact list, go back through your contact list. There's some people on here that I know have probably not even finished their contact list. They did a couple messages to those 10 people, and now they're off on Facebook and running. And then they're telling their mentor they can't find anybody because nobody's responding back to their messages. When you have people with relationship already in your phone, almost guaranteed. And some of them probably don't even know what you're doing, and you've been here 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Just being real. So The last thing I wanted to talk about, I kind of already talked about it, but Doug Wood's following, I would definitely check that out. If you don't know where the link's at, find that, because he's going to give you a little bit of what I give you right now. And we only mean it from a warm place. This next 2 weeks is key, guys. I posted that little bit of a map, how November turns into April, right? December turns into March. Those are the months of how this stuff rolls out when we get into action. So the next 2 weeks is literally crucial. As many people as we can put in front of us. That doesn't mean message the crap of people. If it's not working for you, go out to grocery stores, go out to clothing stores. Oh my God, dude, I'm down 5-10 pounds. Last year at this time, I was barely fitting in a size 4. Now I'm in a size 1. Whatever it is to create conversations, people are looking. And then don't just do the weight loss aspect. What has this business done for you? Even if it's $500, even if it's $5,000, whatever that is, what has this business done for you? Time freedom, less stress, change your mindset. I was talking to somebody the other day that's no longer with the business, but it's changed the trajectory of their life because of their mindset. It has still impacted their life to the next level. It's not always going to work out for somebody. I'm just being real with you. It's not always going to work out for somebody mentally to stay in this, because you have to be a people person and you have to grow, but it can put you in a position to where you can go crush it in another industry because of the mental support you're getting, the self-development you're getting. You're getting all this for free. You're getting Justin free 99 right now to get to yell at you for the next 4 minutes. Just kidding. But I just mean this out of love, guys. This is 2022. Let's fall back in love with this. Let's fall back in love with ourselves. Let's get our health in line. Let's get on track. Let's follow up with people. Let's make lists. Let's kind of do the action steps that are meant to be there. Success leaves clues, right? So one in the chat, who's going to have their maps filled out by tomorrow? And who's going to be booking a call within the next 2 to 3 days, even though that's way behind schedule, but it's better than nothing. I was like, dang, I got slow there for a minute. Anyways, does anybody have any questions about anything going on currently, right? We have 4 days left till January 9th to get your bonuses. For some of you newer coaches, I don't know if you know this or not, but for every 5 clients you bring on, not only do you get about the $370, you get an additional $250 bonus, up to 25 clients max. That's an incentive of about $5,650. So normally for about 25 clients, you'll probably make it right around $3,000. They're going to jump that up for an additional $5,600 if you could figure out a way to bring on 25 clients in the next 5 days. That's quite a chunk of change. So, and it's not all about the money, but it is, because it's how many people you can bless. It's how much oxygen you can put on for yourself. We talk about our oxygen mask. If we're stressed out and trying to worry about everything around us, then obviously money solves that. Let's just not be weird. Money solves problems. If your oxygen mask is not on and you're stressing about cleaning the house or being a bad mom or doesn't have somebody to watch the kids or whatever that is, then let's make extra money to get somebody to build your team to help you do that, to deliver your groceries, to wash your car, to clean your house, and take less stress off of yourself. This is start to thinking about CPA of your business and not the mail lady, not the employee, right? Or CEO, sorry, CPA, my bad. Just did my taxes the other day. Brain fog. Anyways, I'm excited for you guys. So April 20th through the 23rd, you have to qualify as an executive director, bare minimum. I would love to see every single one of you at the FIBC party on Thursday night. FIBC is 17 clients, you rating as an executive director. And then you need 5 senior coaches, which each need to have 5 clients themselves. Really not hard to do over the next 90 days. 90 days. So I hope this was helpful, guys. I'm really excited. I'll post the playback. Does anybody have any questions about anything going on right now?
No questions, Justin, but real quick, if I can add about Go Global, you guys, it will show on the Go Global, if you go look for it through Optavia, it's going to show April 22nd and 23rd. That's if you don't qualify for the leadership event, and then the day before that is the integrated national and above event. So it's possible for it to be the 20th through the 23rd. Okay, so just keep in mind, keep running for that, because you guys, it's possible for you guys to all reach that. And Justin, you said it was about $400. I want to not scare everybody. So for people who qualify as an executive director, it's about $247. Okay, and if you qualify for those other couple extra events, then of course then it's going to cost a little bit more, up to about $320 or $347. But then there's a service charge or something like that. So it does average out to about 400 if you qualify for every single one of the events. But for everyone who reaches executive director, it's about 247. So a lot less in cost. So I just wanted to add that real quick.
I was just trying to put it out there in the universe. Everybody's IND by the time we got there, but it's all good. No worries. So no, I'm excited, guys. Let's get out there. Let's make it happen. Let's get our maps calls going, and let's run this, dude. The next 2 weeks is crucial. It really is. Get in your phones, go through your contact lists. Yes, utilize social media, but like I said, a lot of us, we get past those first few messages and we don't even go back into our phone. And I'm guilty of that too. I got like 2,100 contacts. I guarantee you I haven't gone through all of those 9 years later, right? So those are things we want to work on. Really, really important. Up our posts, even for your newer coaches, unless your coach has told you or you haven't done a social media post yet as far as weight loss, that's fine. But remember, let's not just weight loss people to death, man. Let's talk about our time freedom. Let's talk about our family freedom. Let's talk about our financial support. There's other things we can post on here too that creates interest. It's not just a weight loss company. You can't bring somebody on or inspire somebody as a coach if you're sitting there talking about weight loss nonstop. They don't see that when they're struggling to pay bills, right? So good stuff, guys. Happy New Year for those of you that I didn't get to say that to before. I didn't see my comments below, but we'll talk to you guys soon. And we'll definitely get the link out to you guys for the registration. So you guys can actually register today. If you're already an executive director, you can technically go register right now, just to save a place, because it will be limited. I can guarantee you that. It's not even opened up to the whole Optavia community, just FYI. It's a certain amount of leaders putting this on with Dr. A incorporating it. So just an FYI, if you're already executive director, I'd go register for that part. And then Jamil was asked the question in our leadership group, can they register if they qualify as a FIBC later on? Yes, you can. Or an IND, yes, you can. So go at least pay the bare minimum. And then that way, at least it saves your spot. Alrighty. Cool, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Happy New Year.
Amir has her hand up.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Amir. I'm sorry. Go for it. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Davina. Sorry, I know that it's at 7:30, but I've never participated in a Go Global event. So where can I don't want to take the meeting time, but do I go to my back office to read more about it? Also, I heard that the date is in April. Is that different from the trip that Desiree mentioned a while ago?
We're not going to do that trip. I mentioned that. I mentioned that at the beginning of the call, just because of safety reasons and uncertainties. Like we were in Cancun, we had a place solidified. Then there was a massive shooting because a drug cartel and some weird stuff was on the news. On top of, they made everybody have to wear masks. Then we moved over to Punta Cana, trying to make it comfortable. But like we said, there's still a lot of uncertainties with COVID issues and air travel. We don't want everybody to invest in this, work really hard, and then it's mandatory vaccines or against somebody's beliefs of whatever situation is going to happen.
Mhm.
And the cost is way, way, way cheaper. I think it was $700 per person to go to this trip. With this, it's $250, and then you can share rooms with people. So it's just it made a lot more sense. And thirdly, the community. Like we mentioned before, it's fun to see each other and see like the Bombas group, Jamil's group, but it's fun to see outside organizations as well, and bring normalcy back. So that's why we went to the Go Global event, which hopefully they keep it long term.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Yep, no worries. Cool. Anybody else? David, am I missing somebody? I don't think so. We're good.
No, you seem to be good, Justin.
Okay,
But
just
I am
checking.
going to sideline you for a moment later.
Oh, it's all good. No worries. No worries.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, you have a great evening. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Thanks for hopping on.